this is JackBob6 Gaming here with a Counter-Spy tips and tricks video. I'm sorry I haven't uploaded a video in the past I think it's been a week or so since the last one. Reason being is I haven't actually been sure on what I wanted to post a video on. I was doing a Battlefield Hardline campaign walkthrough, however I got a little bit bored of doing it seriously, and so I kind of finished it just messing around, which should involve dying a lot of electrocuting my enemies. But yeah, ultimately I decided that I would salvage as much fun as I could from the campaign, and so that meant not filming it all. However, I am doing a video today, and it is tips and tricks on Counter-Spy. My friend Digital Gamer 74 is doing a walkthrough of this game, and he has asked me for some tips. As you might have seen from his last video, he was not too impressed with his performance, and seeing as I have finished the game, he thought that I might be able to help him, and so I thought I could maybe help some of you future or current Counter-Spies. So yeah, let's get into it. So for those of you who do not know, the aim of Counter-Spy is to collect, I think it is 25 nuclear launch plans from each of either the imperialists or the socialists. Imperialists, while they're not actually labeled as America, you can pretty much tell that they are America, and same for over here with this representing Russia in real life. So the first thing to starting this game is to choose who you are going to attack. Seeing as the aim of the game is to collect the launch plans, it makes sense to start off your first mission, seeing as it has no real impact, seeing as you start off at the same DEFCON level, which I'll get into later. It makes no difference to the DEFCON which one you start off, but seeing as you are trying to collect launch plans, it would make sense to go for the country that has the most launch plans on offer. So Russia at the moment has 4 launch plans and America has 3. America also has 3 weapon blueprints, which you collect to unlock new weapons for purchase. However, you can, later on, you might decide that you want to go for those, depending on the DEFCON level for each country. However, starting off, let's go for the one with the most plans on offer. So, now that we have chosen our country that we are attacking, it's not such a good idea just to start the mission. What you want to do is check for your formulas, weapons, make sure you have enough ammo for all your weapons, and do that before actually starting the mission. When you first start out in the game, all you will have is that pistol that I have equipped already, and so you can just start the mission, but I have played through this game already, and so it keeps all your formulas and weapons that you've unlocked for you. So yeah, so if you're starting on the first mission, then it's fine to just start mission. However, when you get further into the game, you can't really succeed the mission unless you have the right weapons or formulas. So, which formulas and weapons do you choose? I'll start off with the formulas. Formulas are really important. They make a big difference into the outcome of the level. So I have pretty much all of them unlocked here except for the last one, which I'm not sure what it does because I haven't unlocked it. However, I will just go through the ones that I have unlocked. First one, Endurance. Enemy gunfire and explosions cause 40% less damage. This, I have to say, while it is, I think, the cheapest... Oh no, that one's cheaper. Oh, and that one's even cheaper. So, it's not the cheapest. I would not advise taking this one, reason being that you die so fast anyway. If you get shot at, you're pretty much, unless you can get to cover, you are going to die, and that I haven't really seen it make much of a difference. If you haven't, if this is the only one you've got unlocked, then sure, why not? However, there are some that help a lot more. Persuasion. Security is tricked into lowering DEFCON by 1 on starting a mission. So this here lowers the DEFCON level. So as you can see, if we go back into the main screen, Russia DEFCON level is 3. If we were to equip that formula at the start of the level, it would go down to a 4, which means that, well, it's safer really. When the DEFCON level gets to 1 or past 1, then a timer starts counting down, and when the timer reaches 0, the missiles are launched and it's game over. So you really want to try and keep the DEFCON level as high as possible, meaning upwards of 3 really, to be safe. So if we go down into here, you need to pick this one if your DEFCON level is below 3, I reckon. So meaning that if it's 2 or 1, that is a must pick. It will save your life pretty much. Master of Disguise. Security cameras become less effective at detection. This one is very helpful. While I'll explain later how you can get around cameras without destroying them, there have been many times where I have just fallen into the glare of a camera on accident, or I haven't seen one. And so these are very helpful, seeing as the camera takes a while to detect you before it starts raising the DEFCON level. So yeah, the way the DEFCON level is raised is when a camera is spotting you, it will gradually rise up, meaning that enemies are more wary of your presence. Or if there's a suspicious enemy, or you're in a gunfight and one of the enemies pulls out his radio and calls for backup, that will also raise the DEFCON level. Those are the only 2 ways of raising it, so it's good to try and really kind of counter one of those effects just by having the security cameras less effective. So that is a good pick that I think I take every time. Silent Runner. Running is silent, allowing for easier stealth takedowns. This one is a must. I really have to say, if you have this unlocked and you're not using it, then something's wrong. This means that you can run up right behind an enemy, jump around, and he won't know you're there, which is perfect for taking out enemies silently and quickly without wasting ammo, which is a big thing. You need to save your ammo, because there have been plenty of times when I've been a bit too careless with my ammo and have run out and had to actually melee everyone from then on. Oh, that's my dog getting a bit angry at people. So yeah, Silent Runner is a must. It is on the expensive side, however, it really helps. Precision aim. Bullets damage armored cameras and pass through helmets. This one I haven't used yet. I think it is actually the most expensive. I'm not sure about how expensive that one is. But it can, so pretty much there are 2 types of cameras. There are just the normal cameras that you can take out with just a normal bullet, unarmored cameras pretty much. And then there are armored cameras, which can only be taken out by either explosions or by using this formula. I don't use this one because I think we can avoid cameras in the first place, and you also should be taking this here, which means that security cameras aren't that effective, which means that you not only can you avoid them, but if you do happen to fall into one, it's not going to be as effective. So this I don't find too helpful. Bullets passing through helmets, I guess that can be helpful. However, I haven't come across really too many people with helmets that have caused much of a trouble. If you do find someone with helmets, you can just double tap them with your pistol and it will kill them. So yeah. Signal scrambling slows the enemy's ability to raise the DEFCON level by radio by 50%. This I haven't used this one yet. I'm not sure how well it works. I'm assuming that would be pretty good, seeing as apart from cameras, enemies radioing for help is the only other way of raising the DEFCON level. So, oh, actually no. A third way is if you die, then the DEFCON level gets raised by 1, but we'll just not worry about that at the moment. So this helps. I mean, usually when an enemy starts radioing, you can just switch to him and take him out. However, there have been a few times when I have been careless and made a whole bunch of enemies in a room suspicious, and this guy on the other side of the room starts radioing in, and it takes a while to get there. So that, I think, you can do without this one, and I have done without this one, but it can't hurt really. And Computer Whiz. Computers can be used to pause the launch countdown if it's active. I wouldn't advise taking this one unless you have a very low DEFCON level, meaning in the 1 to 2s, because if it does get to that countdown and you come across a computer, then it pauses the launch countdown, which always gives you more time, which is good. However, there's no point in taking this one if you have a DEFCON of 5, 4 or 3 really, because it's kind of pointless. It will do nothing. So yeah, those are so far all of the formulas that I have. Not sure about the physical conditioning one, however I will get back to you when I have unlocked it. I just need 5 more formulas. So yeah, we will choose our formulas. I'm going to take Silent Runner, and I'm not actually going to get a second one because I don't have enough money. Weapons. This is a stealth game. You are going to need silenced weapons. I'm not going to have a formula. You can cancel the formulas and refund your money. Sometimes it is best to go with weapons. So always take silenced weapons if you can. I've got a silenced pistol now. There is a silenced... Yeah, okay. That's a silenced assault rifle. I haven't found any blueprints for that. That's a normal shotgun and a silent shotgun. Sandman Sleeper. Tranquilizer gun. Pretty much just shoots a tranquilizer dart, putting guards to sleep. This works on any guard, so even if they have a helmet, even if they are one of the elite ones, the guards in black, it will put them to sleep in 1 shot, I believe. Dart Persuader. This causes enemies to turn on each other and shoot each other, which could be helpful. I haven't used it personally because it's so expensive, but I imagine that would be pretty helpful. That, I'm not sure what that is really. These ones, these 2 here, grenade launchers. That one silently launches sticky explosive projectiles. I haven't used either of these, mainly because this one is extremely unstealthy, and you want to stay stealthy throughout the entire game if you can help it. And this one, while I guess you could argue it's stealthy, it still will explode, and that still gets enemies suspicious. So unless you can make it so that all enemies in the room have one of these next to them, then I wouldn't advise using that weapon. So ones I do advise, if you can purchase it, the Whisper Shotgun. You'll want the silenced assault rifle and the diplomatic pistol, and this one you have to have. You can't unequip this one. So that is silenced pistol, silenced assault rifle, and silenced shotgun. Always go for the silenced option. So otherwise, if you don't have a silenced weapon and you miss your target, then they will know where you are. But if you have a silenced weapon, then most of the time they don't know where you are. So let's get into the mission. So I'm starting a new game here, so this is the first mission, so it should be relatively easy. I haven't got any formulas equipped, so might make it a bit challenging. However, we'll see how we go. Okay. Now, you can see on the side of your screen, on the right side of my screen, that there is a enemy icon there. This is a good time to have that Silent Runner upgrade, because otherwise you have to just creep up to them like that. But if you have the Silence Runner formula, then you can just sprint right up to them and take them out, and they don't know you're there. But as you can see, as you can probably hear, you can hear my footsteps here, which is not good. But if it had the Silence Runner, then no footsteps. Always helpful. Going into the vents. And again, so we can hear a camera there. If you're the only person in a room, like I am here, or there is only one guy left, do not be afraid to use the unsilenced pistol. Therefore, because the silenced pistol only has 36 bullets, and you want to save these bullets, unsilenced pistol has 56. So you can take out that camera. However, as you can see actually, the light of the camera, it goes up onto the wall, and then around onto the floor here, and then back towards the door, and then up onto the wall again it will go. So what you can do is you can actually walk straight past it while it's on the wall, and then go through that door. Now, here we have a computer with formulas on it. However, there is a guard right here. I think there's only one guard in this room, so we can take him out. Always save ammo if you can. And if you take, so when you access computers, it makes a noise and nearby guards will become suspicious. So you always want to try and take out guards before accessing the computers. So there's actually a guard upstairs, so I'm going to have to take him out before accessing that computer. If I can make it past this camera. Oh, there's a guard up here. Silently take him out, although he kind of yelled. Always try and go for melees if you can. Opening lockers and ammo crates or health crates is always silent, so you can do that. However, computers or collecting formulas or weapon upgrades, weapon blueprints, all of those make noises that the enemies can hear. Also, there are a lot of hidden passageways in each level, so you've got to look out for the hidden passageways. Seeing as now I'm the only one left, I can collect those plans. That's plan 1 down. I can take out that camera now, just some points. And that one as well up there. Go through the door. Okay. Hide behind here. Scout it out. Only one enemy. So I'm gonna see if I can melee him when he comes up close or turns around. So I'll show you how they can hear you. So he heard me as I was running up, not because man, my accuracy. Not because he saw me, just because he heard my footsteps. So that is why you need the silent runner up formula. So that's the second launch plan. You can also shoot these exploding barrels just here beside me and these ones, and that will kill enemies. So if there are multiple enemies and you see them standing next to exploding barrels, as you can, they're clearly marked out as things with exploding icons on them, then that is always the best way to go, seeing as kill multiple birds with one stone. Now there are 2 enemies here. I can take this guy out without him being alerted. However, I'm not sure if I hadn't taken him out and I just tried to melee this guy, he might have seen me. So that's the first time we've had to use our gun. Creeping up to this guy, he saw me, but I can still melee him because he was surprised. If this guy at the top was still alive when I'd run up to him and he had seen me, then both of them would have started shooting at me, which is not good. So you always want to make sure that it's only one-on-one if you can manage it. Sneak up on him. Luckily he didn't yell out then, however that was a bit close. I'm not sure if there's, no, he was the only one in that level, so that's handy. I have full health, so there's no point in grabbing that, and you can't anyway, so. Next room, take out this guy stealthily. And nobody else here. Can move on. That up there was another exploding thing. Okay, this final room, always lots of enemies. I can actually only see one here. That's a bit strange. Let's see, is there a secret place back here? Nope, but there is a locker. Okay, Right, so there's a plans underneath there with one guy, and then there's a guy, two guys up there. So I can actually take both of these guys out with my pistol. 2 headshots, and then keep walking because I'm not actually sure how far the footstep noise goes. So it's always best if there's enemies nearby, just walk it. Oh, it looks like there's some enemies in there as well. Can't look through that window. Oh, calm down, dog. Okay, sneak over. Only one dude here. Hopefully he won't turn to look at me. He shouldn't do. And hiya. And then grab these plans. I think I'm far enough away so that if I grab the plans nobody will hear. Yep. And that's all 4 launch plans found. Okay. So it looks like there's only this dude left, so I can just get wrecked. And then move on to the computer. So that was actually a very easy level. I did it without... Wow. I think that's the best I've ever done on a mission. So, always fun. Now let's see. 3 cameras, 14 syringes, oh no syringes, 14 kills, 4 launch plans. Mission completed, yay, and also it looks like, if I can continue, 4 of the launch plans done, and DEFCON level not raised. If I then go into here, yeah, it's only spent one bullet, I think. Yeah, oh no, 8 bullets. Anyway, only had to spend $100 on ammo, which is good. Try and conserve ammo as much as you can.